I'm concerned about the propagation of eyesore businesses in the residential community. Specifically, the ones on Central Avenue corridor west of the I-15. What would you do to reverse this trend?
It's on the I-15 and Central?
In the area of Central Avenue corridor west of the I-15.
West side of town.
West side of the I-15, the Central corridor.
Is it near the post office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left on Max Grove going west, and then it curves around down to the Lake Center.
Yeah.
Currently, right now, there's a mixture of what they're saying is eyesore businesses and residential communities.
Well, I guess you could go after the developer to increase that. It just depends on what kind of money or infrastructure they want to put in there. I don't think that's an issue for the city council to determine unless it's city property. So if you're going to impose a restriction on the developer to make the building have a facelift, then I guess that's what you can do. But as far as the city goes, I don't think they have any jurisdiction over developing that unless it's city property.
Actually, I'm confused on the businesses on the west side of the 15 freeway on Central and Baxter. But if there is businesses there, I'm assuming that follow the general plan. That's why it's so important to have local control and to establish that blueprint that we follow, that everybody in the community can be happy with the direction that the community is going. Thank you.
I don't know if there's particular businesses that this question addresses, but in a generic way, I'd rather address it in a generic way because, once again, I'm in favor of small business and I'm in favor of instigating and helping small businesses get started. However, we've got to have a little bit of code enforcement, so they have to be in the correct place in industrial zoning or commercial zoning.
The property they're referencing, we have dealt with the land development review. Somehow it's sneaked through the county process, and it is considered light industrial. The problem is right next to residential. We get complaints on a daily basis. They're not compliant to the changes they're supposed to make with the county. Things need to be done. Things need to be fixed on to make it right. I still don't feel that project should have been put there. That's why we need local control, so we make sure that it happens again. Thank you.
I too agree with the local control and being able to decide what goes where. But we do have a general plan. It can be amended 4 times a year. Also, if they own the property, they are within the zoning, and they are up to code with what they should be doing, it's their property, and there are private property rights.
If it's a code enforcement issue, we need to take care of it. If it isn't, then perhaps what we need to do as a community is form standards for our building of our community, such as San Juan Capistrano, for example, and enforce it.
It's still red.
Turns out to be industrial zone, we'll have standards for industrial zoning. If it turns out that this one is not, really should not be industrial zoning.
Okay, Mr. Cashman.
As a city council member, I have no desire to change the way of life for anybody in Wildomar at this present time. I believe, again, like other candidates said, that unless it's a code enforcement issue or a safety issue, I believe that businesses should be able to flourish in Wildomar the way they want to if they own the property. Thank you.
Along Central West of the freeway we're talking about downtown Wildomar, the old post office taco shop, I guess it is, whatever it is. Those people have been entrenched in there since the
candidates with that, Martha, go ahead and sit down, so we can save some time. You guys just all sit down, and we'll just go through the lights there. Hopefully a little bit better for you.
I believe very strongly in property rights. And if we have code enforcement infractions, of course we should take care of them. But, you know, we can't just make everybody comply to what we would like.
I do support property rights